Hello, welcome to the first in the series of my presentations on studying abroad. Studying abroad, deciding to study abroad is a major life decision, especially against the backdrop of the resources that are involved, the money, and the fact that some of you would have to leave your families back home and experience an entirely new life elsewhere. I am going to situate my discussion within the context of the UK. If you want to study in the UK, what do you do? What processes? Is it worth it at all? Is it worth studying in the UK? Now, if you look at the ranking of universities globally, the UK, if you look at the first 20 or so, the UK has as many as about 8 universities featuring in these rankings, and so it tells you that in the first 20, I mean, and so it tells you that the UK has that gravitas, it has that global influence when it comes to the delivery of high quality education. Let me apologize for the fact that I do not at the moment have the best of equipment, and so we have to make do with this one while I work urgently to acquire the proper equipment. And so, just as I was saying, the UK exerts enormous global influence when it comes to education. In fact, I am a testimony to this because in Ghana, without a shred of disrespect, I have my master's. I had my master's before coming here to pursue another master's, and the difference is clear in terms of resources, in terms of personnel, and so it is actually worth it studying in the UK. Now, you ask, you have decided to study in the UK. What processes at all do you go through? What documents do you need? And so first, I am going to take you through the documentation. And again, I am situating this within the context of a master's program. If you have decided to come to the UK to pursue a master's program, what documents do you need? One, you need your WASI, West African Secondary School Certificate Examination. You need that certificate. It is either WASI or those of you who were in the old system, SSCE, Senior Secondary School Certificate Examination. When you have those, you also need to have your transcripts. So you go to your university, request for your transcripts as well. Your grades must be fairly good because some of the universities here are very selective in terms of selective in terms of whom they want to admit into their programs, because their status as a university is also at stake, and so they wouldn't want to admit anybody who would come and may not be able to cope with the difficulty of the subject. And so you have your WASI, you have your transcript. It is also very important that you have all your certificates, and in this case, your university certificate. It is very important that you have your university certificate. So when you've gotten your university certificate, another important thing is your English language proficiency test certificate. In fact, several several testing authorities are accredited to organize those in Ghana. However, because Ghana is an English-speaking country, our medium of instruction from basic to the university is is English. Sometimes there are waivers in terms of these English language requirements. So instead of a TOEFL, TOEFL, or IELTS, or Pearson's, or the likes, you can replace it with an English proficiency letter, a letter indicating that you undertook your studies in English language, for which reason you'll be able to cope. So this is about the documentation. In my subsequent presentations, I am going to tell you how the process of applying into the university in the UK, a university in the UK is like. Stay tuned.